Hello, my dear friends. My name is Essam and I have a master's degree in English literature. This is 4,000 Essential English Words by Paul Nation, Book 4, Unit 12. Acute, acute, acute. Adjective. When a bad thing is acute, it is very severe and intense. When she fell out of the tree, the girl felt an acute pain in her arm. Here, be careful not to say acute or acute. It's acute, acute. Aggression, aggression, aggression. Noun. Aggression is behavior that is mean or violent to others. The problem was only made worse by Mark's aggression. Here, be careful not to pronounce this word like aggression. It's aggression, aggression. Biography, biography, biography. Noun. A biography is an account of someone's life that is written by someone else. We read a biography about Charles Darwin in science class. Here, be careful not to pronounce this word like biography. It's biography, biography. Boost, boost, boost. Verb. To boost something means to increase or improve it. Lowering prices boosts customers' interest in shopping. Clap, clap, clap. Verb. To clap means to hit one's hand together to express pleasure or get attention. After the speech, everyone in the crowd clapped their hands for the speaker. Classical, classical, classical. Adjective. Classical music is more formal and serious than popular music. Beethoven is a composer of classical music. When you see this word, be careful not to say classical. It's classical, classical. Compel, compel, compel. Verb. To compel someone to do something means to force them to do it. Traffic signs compel drivers to drive safely. Here, be careful not to say compel. It's compel, compel. Creation, creation, creation. Noun. A creation is something original and that is made. We saw the creation of a new political party. Here, be careful not to say creación. It's creation, creation. Dominance, dominance, dominance. Noun. The dominance of a person is their state of being more powerful than others. Large gorillas hit their chest to express their dominance over others. When you see this word, be careful not to say dominance. It's dominance, dominance. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Adjective. When something is gorgeous, it is very pleasing and attractive. The girl picked out a gorgeous dress to wear to the dance. Be careful with the dictation of this word not to pronounce it like gorgeous. It's gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Inevitable, inevitable, inevitable. Adjective. When something is inevitable, it is certain to happen or cannot be avoided. It is inevitable that the days will get longer in the summer. Legacy. 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 Noun. A legacy is an effect that exists because of a person or thing in the past. The legacy of the ancient Egyptians can be seen in their monuments. Here be careful that letter C sounds like S, not K. And also be careful not to say legacy. It's legacy. 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 Masterpiece. 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 Noun. A masterpiece is a very good painting, novel, movie, or other works of art. The Arc de Triomphe is considered a masterpiece in the world of architecture. I should tell you that Arc de Triomphe is a building in France and its pronunciation is French, so don't worry about it. Multiple. 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 Adjective. If there are multiple things and there are many of them. When the stunt went wrong, the man suffered multiple injuries. Here be careful not to pronounce this word like multiple. It's multiple. Multiple. Narrate. 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 Verb. To narrate a story means to write about it or read it aloud. This story was written by John, but Aaron is narrating it to the crowd. Here be careful not to put too much stress on R. We don't say narrate. We say narrate. Narrate. Notorious. 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 Adjective. When something is notorious, it is well known because of something bad. This area of town is notorious for gang activity. Here be careful that we don't say notorious. We say notorious. Notorious. Overall. 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 Adverb. When a thing is talked about overall, the whole thing is considered. Overall, the party was a huge success. Here be careful that we don't say overall. We say overall. Overall. Partiality. 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 Noun. A partiality is a tendency to prefer one thing to another. She has a partiality for walking to school instead of driving. Here, be careful that T-I-A-L doesn't sound like tial. We don't say partiality. We say partiality. One more thing is that in US pronunciation, the second letter T is pronounced like D. That's why we say partiality. Partiality. Spontaneous. 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 Adjective. When an act is spontaneous, it is not planned. It happens suddenly. My wife made a spontaneous decision to buy a new sofa while I was at work. Here be careful that we don't say spontaneous. We say spontaneous. Spontaneous. Virtue. 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 Noun. A virtue is a good quality or way of behaving. My best virtue is forgiveness. Here be careful that we don't say virtue, we say virtue. Virtue. Great job, my friends! You have learned 20 new words. If you want to learn more, watch the next video.